National Shaw group, I was sworn honour to by Councillor Shaw and Newlive. Firstly, I would like to say that my memory of Inez is personal. It's a family friend. I can remember that Inez came to our house every Christmas along with Vinny, and they would often drive through British Army checkpoints to make their way to the home every Christmas, no matter what danger or hassle it brought upon themselves. And oftentimes myself and the brothers would greet them in our boxer shorts, half naked, which was the usual in our house. And I can remember that Inez was always there to provide advice and inspiration, no matter what the issue. And when my own brother Terry was killed, and we had decided to set up a Terry and Reid Foundation in his memory to support marginalised young people, it was Inez who organised the fundraising trip to America with all her contacts. And more recently, in my own work, when I finished a book, my dad had said to me that Inez was the person who would read the book and who would give me a quote. And again, despite the work she was doing, she found time to read the book and every page of it and give me a wonderful endorsement on the book. When myself and a few friends were organising a community lecture series in 2010 and 11, both my parents immediately says that Inez would be the best person to get. My dad actually says she was the best effing speaker he had ever heard. When she came to Gorton Mona in 2010, we filmed her talk, and her message still inspires and resonates. She talked about the fact that you can't wait for change to happen. You don't wait for the right circumstances, because those people at the hard end never have the right circumstances. She talked about the fact that the brutal struggle to name the issue is the first battle for change. And if those people who are affected aren't involved in that struggle, you might win the day, but power will always regroup the following day. And I can remember her message was consistent and unyielding. And I asked her on the evening about my own worries about this shared future, good relations agenda of the new Northern Ireland, and how oftentimes it was trumping equality. And she says on the same night, good relations are not good relations if they're built on silencing the poor. Democracy, progress, and the new dispensation has to be measured by the change felt by communities on the margins. And I think that resonates with what Inez stood for. And I know from my own work in the Irish language community that Inez is forever remembered for standing up on behalf of the workers from Gorton and Yale who were dismissed during the political vetting campaign of the late 80s. And that was Inez summed up. Wherever there was an issue, wherever there was right, she was there, and she stood up for what was right. And in many ways it's surreal for ourselves as a family and for ourselves as a community to have lost stalwarts like my dad and Inez in such a short space of time. However, the legacy that they've left us is inspiring, and it, in many ways is very beautiful, because the message that has stayed with me is that there's no great leader, there's no knight in shining armour, there's no vanguard who has all the answers, and ultimately we'll have to do it for ourselves, and we'll have to involve those at the hard end, because it isn't about egos or heroes. It's ultimately about being of service and of use to the people who need it most. From my